Hey Soul Family, I wanted to show you the weather today because it's so different how it changes. This is what we have today. So yesterday you guys saw the wind, but it's way windier today. It's been quite cool, but the sun right now is amazing. So the sun is really, really warm and the wind is quite brisk. And I was trying to find, I need to walk. My stomach's all bloated and I don't know why. I feel like Spirit's done this before where it feels like I'm about to give birth to something. And right before I give birth to it, my stomach gets swollen and it's just a drag. So I want to walk it off. So my landlady was showing my house and I didn't want Bea to be in there. So I took her out. I didn't want to be there. And you know, the house hasn't been felt right since they were there. So I guess when I go home, I forgot. I'll have to sage the house. But anyway, I was looking for a little shelter because I brought a deck that I got a while ago and I really like it. I haven't used it for a while. Oh, that's where I was going to go. Well, that's out. Hi. Come on, babe. So that was the place I was going to go. So that's a no. So we could go here. I kind of want to go into a little shelter and she wants to run. This is such a good little spot though. Bea, come up here. This is where the ice had formed over these little ferns. I like this little spot. I think we're protected in here. We have like a window to the world, but we're protected. So I think I'm gonna sit in here. You can go wherever you want, Bea. Whew. Here comes the wind, man. Here comes the wind. So if I turn it like that, you can see me well enough for me to show you the cards, right? And Bea's just gonna have to cruise around and hopefully not be bugging the other people too much. You can go where you want. Yeah, you wanna come up here? You can come up. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see the other way. And I'm gonna use a branch. I'll use a branch to hold the phone as we did before. Woo, God. Doesn't matter where I go, it's like, it's iffy. Okay. So, I'm gonna bring you back to me. Okay. And it's funny, you know, I go a long time without doing readings and then I just do a whole bunch of, pretty much at the same time. But that's how it is. Hey, that works so I can sit? Yes, it does. That's so cool. Okay. All right. So, items to choose from. I'm not even wearing any jewelry. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've got these. But, so we'll use the sapphire ring, sapphire, stone of communication, stone of truth. Bea, come up here. You can come up here. Come on. She's not real excited about that I'm up here. We'll use the sapphire. We'll use, I don't know. I'm kind of sitting in an uncomfortable spot. So we'll use the sapphire ring, we'll use the ruby, which is passion, right? And we'll use the moonstone, which is all about your intuition and your feelings. So those are the three. You want to do 4? No, Spirit said 3. So the deck I want to use is the Angel, I think it's the Angel Tarot. Let's see. Is it? Angel Wisdom Tarot by Bradley Valentine. He used to do like the Angel Tarot and the Archangel deck and the Angel Tarot deck that he did with Doreen Virtue, but this is his alone, Bradley Valentine. So I'm asking for the messages and cards to be cleared, and I'm calling on all those in the white light, angels, archangels, our heavenly team, yours and mine. anyone that wants to assist in the white light. That's what we're calling forward. Calling on all little flying angels. Today I'm not going to be too loud. I'm more in a quiet mood right now. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the ruby. For those who chose the ruby. I did. It's my wedding ring. I'm married to myself. I'm married to my path. I'm married to spirit. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the path. Oh, there it is. The moon. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? What if we'd gotten the moon when we were on the Moonstone? So this is about listening to your intuition. You can see here, this archangel is standing between two towers. Wow. On one side there's a domesticated dog, on the other side there's a wolf. So that's your raw, wild energy, and then there's the domesticated energy. So listen to your intuition. You tap into your intuition. I'm in a Pisces moon, so the way the world sees my emotions come through in your moon sign, so that's the Pisces, which is very feeling energy, right? It's also, when the moon is always talks also about secrets, it talks about things that are not quite seen, because the moon casts shadows, but it doesn't fully illuminate. So it's talking about paying attention to the signs that spirit brings you. Sometimes we have an illusion because of the way things look. Well, you all know that I'm needing to find a new home in Sedona, right? And nothing has come up yet. And I don't feel comfortable just sitting on my ass and just waiting for spirit to drop into my lap. I'm an Aries, right? But I go onto the websites and everyone's looking, and it's very disheartening. So spirit's saying, don't pay attention necessarily to what you see, but pay attention to the signs that we're bringing to you. And they're telling you that there's unnecessary worry. So they want you to let go of the fears that you have. They're saying that there's going to be, because of this moon that doesn't show everything, when the sun comes out, it illuminates. So there's going to be revelations that make things understood. They make things clear. You're going to understand where you may be going, or what's going on around you. I wish I knew. I'm trying to decide which angel this is. So I'm hearing, just listen. Who is it? Who is this archangel? It always comes out to be Metatron when it's me, right? Because I work with Metatron. So maybe the archangel is whoever the archangel is that works with you, right? Metatron is the angel that absolutely works with me every single day. He's the path that I'm on. I'm an indigo empath, the first of the empaths, and I work with people like me, people that are different, people that have these gifts. And Metatron works with us. Metatron works with alcoholics, with drug addicts, with anybody that has addiction issues, with anybody who's felt like they don't belong, with star seeds. That's Archangel Metatron. He's the one with the sacred geometry. He's my bud. I love him. So it's not, in this particular deck, it's probably not who they're saying it is, because there's certain ones that are connected to the different emotions that you're feeling. So connected to the moon and your emotional energy would be Archangel Haniel, but Archangel Metatron is working with me. So I'm not going to tell you who your archangel is that's working with you. That's for you to be shown by them, right? But Spirit's telling you that with this intuitive energy that's coming from this card, you are highly intuitive. So you need to pay attention to the signs and messages that you're picking up on, right? Don't allow, like I said the other day, don't allow the fear and worry to take over. You know what sucks is there's a really nice seat behind me, really nice, comfortable flat seat. And then there's this pointed rock that I have to sit on, because if I sit back here, I'm out of the screen. That sucks. Ugh. So what does that mean? So things might be a little uncomfortable for you right now, right? Like they are for me in my life. So it's natural to feel that energy, right? It's natural to feel like, ugh, this doesn't feel really good. So when we have the moon energy coming forward, things aren't clear. That was me. I was sitting in my room and I was getting, I was working and I was getting messages about don't rush into action. You're about to get some information that's going to change the course that you were intending on going on, because I do have something in my mind that I was planning on doing. And I wasn't sold on it, but Spirit's saying, wait, just hold on. There's information coming and you're going to be possibly going in a completely different direction. So I thought, all right, I can't just sit. So I decided to get out here. And when I come out here, I always feel so enlightened. I always feel so connected when I'm here, and I want to share that energy with you guys because this is when I tap in the best. So with this message, Spirit is advising you and me to get clear with your angels, to get clear with you. So I'm saying, okay, Archangel Metatron, you're my bud. You make it crystal clear to me. What direction am I going in? You can show me, give me a freaking hint, right? I don't want to miss something, right? If something isn't the way it appears to you, if it feels like something's not quite the way it's being presented to you, believe that. Believe what you're picking up intuitively, right? Spirit says it's okay. You can relax because all is going to be revealed soon. Thank you, God. Thank you, right? If something inside of your life or your situation doesn't feel comfortable for you, there are changes, maybe adjustments that need to take place, changes that are required. So Spirit says it's not that we want you to worry. We don't want you to worry. We want you to relax into the knowledge that we will give you the cues that you need, the clues that you need in order to move forward. So maybe it might be that all of a sudden you're going to get a flash and, oh my God, now you see something that wasn't clear before. Now all of a sudden it's illuminated, right? All of a sudden I'm not afraid anymore. Now I get it. Okay. So it could be also that it's telling you that you are somebody who has a gift like this and you need to use it. Sandra, you are an intuitive. You are a medium, you are a channel, and don't be afraid of these gifts. You're here to use them. It's also telling you that there's information that's being hidden from you at this time. But it's okay, it's coming out, right? That wolf is looking back at that domesticated dog. There's a connection between these two. They both have their individual towers. Their towers are standing, though. And he's bridging the gap. That was the message. He's bridging the gap between them. So these two that have been divided, there's a gap, but it's being bridged. Okay, I'm going to ask from my deck, what's a clarification message? As I sit on my pointed little rock, oh my God, it's very windy. It's windier today than it was the other day, so I got to be careful with these cards. If anybody would like help with private reading or dream analysis or long distance Reiki healing, I'm your girl. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com and my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. SHERRI. Columbus. If you don't know how to spell Columbus, go to the dictionary. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Guide my hands to the perfect messages, please, for the most amount of people who chose the ruby ring. Friends with possibly more. So you might have a question in your mind. Are they dating someone? Is something going on between them? Well, they're friends, but possibly there could be more. Or possibly there will be more. Or maybe that's what's going to happen with you. Friends, but good possibility of more happening. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The marriage commitment is over. Done. Well, there's something that somebody needed to know, right? The marriage commitment is done. Over. So if you wondered if anybody was married, I guess they were. Correct for neutrality. Or if you're in a marriage and you're wondering if this is going to survive, the marriage commitment is done. So that's emphasis on that one. Soul contracts. Soul contract is complete. Okay? No matter what, I am here for you. Please know that. Wow. That's a strong message, okay? No matter what, I'm here for you. Please know that. All right. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the sapphire, we did the ruby, the sapphire, and the moonstone. Okay? Correct for neutrality. Don't blow away. I need that. Nice. My bag blew away. I'll have to find it down on the desert floor. Correct for neutrality on all levels. That was a really good bag, too. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the sapphire, I just heard you did. You did. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the sapphire. Stone of communication, the stone of truth. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the sapphire. Dang, the wind is so strong, it's literally pushing my back. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the sapphire. Spirit, can you make it clear? Because this is hurting my butt. Dang, my legs are going to be asleep when I go to stand up. It looks like it might rain. Jeez. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the sapphire. Oh, come on. We don't want it blowing down the hill. Come on, Spirit. Give me one. There we go. Thank you. Ah. Somebody made an unwise choice. An unwise choice is a better way that's going to make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So, it might be, like right now, I'm in a position where somebody lacks integrity. They definitely have questionable motives. Avoid that energy. So go away from that. Don't be a part of that, right? Somebody's made an unwise choice. Look at this guy at the table with his head in his hands. Oh shit. I just bet that bank and I lost. I lost my skirt, I lost my shirt, I lost my house, lost my ass. Somebody made a bad choice. The people around them were lacking integrity. They weren't honorable. They stole from them. And this guy's laughing all the way to the bank. So 5 talks about challenges. It also talks about significant changes. So put this away where it won't blow away. So this guy, he thinks he's good. He thinks he's smart. He's smarty pants. Remember that karma is only a bitch if you are, and it does come back. So don't think that you're getting away from something. 5 of Swords, right? 5 of Swords. So don't think you're getting away with anything if you're doing something lacking integrity, or if you're doing something sneaky, or you're cheating on somebody. You're not. 5 of Air also. Swords it represents air, so it could be words, right? Words that are lacking integrity, words that are dishonest, words that are harmful. Somebody that's slick with their words, right? Somebody untrustworthy. It might be that you made a mistake, right? Shit. I thought this was a good thing. I thought these were decent people. I got suckered. That blows. But Spirit says that's okay. You'll grow from this situation. You'll figure it out. There's a lot of people that present themselves a certain way, and pretty soon you figure out the truth of who they really are. I have, right? So this is a heads up. Spirit says you might want to do things a different way. You might want to avoid that situation. If this was a question you had in your mind, this is telling you. The people that you're around or you're thinking of dealing with have questionable motives. They're lacking integrity. They have possibly told you that, yeah, we're going to do this. We have the same vision. And no, they don't at all, right? This is somebody who does what you want or is happy when you do what they want. But then when you go your own way, they become somebody else. Or maybe they just are putting out on a front of who they truthfully are. They're not who they say they are. They're not who they present themselves to be, right? It might just be that these people are not in line with your soul's path. They don't have integrity. They do not have honor. They don't care. They're addicted to the almighty dollar. It has nothing to do with honor. That's not the kind of people you want to be around, right? They're saying avoiding these kind of people. People that don't come from a place of truth. This stone that this card comes with is the what is it called? Sapphire. It's a stone of truth. It's a stone of communication. This is no truth here, right? It's also talking about it's time for you to communicate clearly. Don't be seen as somebody lacking integrity and honor because you're keeping what needs to be said to yourself, right? You may realize, it's just not worth it. No matter what I've put into it, it's just not worth it. Like with my home, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the struggle. It's not worth the fight. It's you know what? Sometimes it's better to concede and go because something much better is going to be waiting. Don't fight for something like this, right? It's not worth your energy. Or you might get what you want and you're going to feel like shit in the end. It's an empty victory, right? It could be somebody that's thinking of revenge, feelings of revenge, somebody that's doing something to you just to stick you, right? Just to get back at you because they're jealous or they're angry or they're petty. This is a negative. It's really too bad. But Spirit's saying it's right now time to review what decisions did I make and which way can I go that's going to be a better way for me to go, right? So let's see what the confirmation cards are. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the blue sapphire, those who chose the sapphire, there's an opportunity coming. I got that earlier as I left the house. So whatever this is, like if you're going to go in a different direction, there's an opportunity coming. Now, also there could be an opportunity coming, but you need to look at it and say, is this somebody that's coming from a place of honor? Is this something that's going to go against my integrity or my soul's path? Maybe it's not anything bad, but it just doesn't align with your path. But there's an opportunity coming. Possibly. Okay? So the answer is possibly. Possibly. That might be a possibility. Correct for neutrality. I'm sorry for my toxic behavior, drinking, sex, or drugs. Well, that's kind of this guy, right? So this guy, that's the kind of energy this person had. So now there's regret over that. Past actions. Wow, I made bad choices. I made poor choices. I'm sorry for my toxic behavior. I'm sorry for my drinking or the sex or the drugs or whatever it was, my lying, my ghosting, whatever it is that I did. I'm sorry for it. There's an opportunity for you to forgive somebody. There's an opportunity for somebody to make way for healing. Look. Did it go by? Literally, there it is right there. Can you see? Magic. Woo! There's an opportunity for magic to take place. Magic showed up right then. So that's also a message to me that somebody might have been acting like a bit of a trickster, right? A bit of a magician. But there's an opportunity now. Somebody has an opportunity to make it better. You have an opportunity to apologize. You have an opportunity to make amends. It could be that, right? So the stone of communication and truth, speak your truth, be open, honest, and do something about it. That's the changed behavior is the only apology I want to see, right? People can say they're sorry all day long. It means nothing if their behavior hasn't changed. All right, last one. Moonstone. For those who chose the Moonstone, Spirit, message for those who chose the Moonstone. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Woo! Okay. So conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Okay, so they're talking about it again, right? So there's been conflict. Look at this guy. He's fighting in a mirror. He's holding up his wand, five of wands or 5 of fire. So it's aggressive energy, right? Walking away from drama. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the drama. Or it's just a difficult situation. Now, maybe it is worth it for you. Maybe there's something worth fighting for. Like the person that just said, I'm sorry for my toxic behavior. I'm sorry for what I did. That situation is not good, right? It's not a great situation. But for this person, it matters to them, right? They don't want to let this go. So it's worth fighting for. So that's what you need to decide. Is this worth fighting for? Is this something that you should just walk away from? Or are you gonna try and make a difference here? If it's really worth your time. Now, there's another message. Don't just walk away and allow somebody to have their hand if they're doing something underhanded. This is also a message about standing your truth. Speak your truth, stand your ground, right? If it's worth it to you. If it's worth it. If the drama is too upsetting, then don't. It's definitely conflicts. People are not getting along, right? There's clashes of goals, clashes of ego that's happening here. It's an emotional struggle. Could be within yourself even. But at this time, I'm saying that it's coming from outside of you. Could be, and it doesn't have to be horrible. It can just be annoying. It's just, draining, right? Bothersome. It could be that you have competition. Somebody wants it to go this way. Somebody wants it to go this way. No one's giving in. So that's draining, right? But it always gives us, it's annoying. It's annoying and nobody likes it. This struggle. Who wants to have a struggle or a clash of wills, right? If this clash is coming outside of yourself, you make the decision. Is it worth fighting for? Or is it time just to walk away and say, you know what, I'd rather freaking put my energy into something different. It could be that there's a challenge. It could be that it's just a challenge, like what I'm going through. I can't walk away from the fact that I need to find a new place. I need to find a new place. Spirit needs to find me a new place. So the struggle is real, right? Now the drama where I'm at, it's not worth the fight, but I definitely have a challenge in front of me that I have to deal with, don't I? So yeah, it's worth figuring it out because it's my life. It matters to me where I live. I'm not just gonna give up. I'm good here, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Moonstone, guide me hands to the perfect message, please. They treasure you like no other. They treasure you like no other. Okay, so if this is a challenge and somebody needs to say they're sorry or wants to make amends, they treasure you. There's something, this is worth fighting for, right? That's a different situation. It was a bad choice. They are so sorry. There you go. Somebody made a bad choice and it sucked. I'm so sorry. It was a bad choice. But you know what? Say those words. It's so easy to say those words. Some people are so full of ego and you would say, no, I'm not proud. I'm nervous. What if you tell me off? Well, then it's your karma. But if you're really sorry about what you've done, if it was a bad choice, It was a bad choice. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry. You know, I can't undo it. I wish I could. I wish I could take it back. Say those words. Show me what you like. Honesty. Honesty. No more secrets. This is the stone of illusion and secrets, right? Let it come out. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Those are our messages. Bea has gone through like 3 sticks chewing. My foot is asleep completely. Oh God. Again, I'm in a dress hiking. Let me get you guys off this stick. The clouds are blowing in big time. You were a good girl, chicken. Yeah, you were. She goes, this wasn't the walk I was thinking we were going on. Okay, so here I was. See that nice flat rock that I wanted to sit on and where I had to sit? Ugh. So there's a message. I wanted a nice, comfortable place to sit and rest my ass. But what I had to sit on was really uncomfortable. I could only make it work for a little while, right? Which is the truth. I could only make it work for a little while, and then I had to move on, which is what we're doing. All right, Bea, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's see if there's any way we can locate plastic bag. It's probably completely in Prescott by now. These sandals are awesome for climbing, and the wind is so strong. If I could find that bag again, it'd be a miracle. Anyway, you guys, this is what we have today. It might rain tonight. I have to pay attention to that and cover up my things outside. My kitties are all huddled together on a blanket on a chair. Woo! So I guess I'll let you guys go. It's probably really loud too. Thank you, Tina said. Keeping my eye peeled for you. I don't have any leads right now. The ones that I had have bottomed out. I had a couple, but I have one. One in Idlewild, California. We'll see. I haven't heard back, and Spirit is delaying that one on purpose. I know. I can feel it because the person hasn't been available. Oops. Slip. The person hasn't been available. It's okay. I'm okay. And they haven't called me back. So, and then I got that message that Spirit said, hold on, just wait. Something's coming. So, oh God, I'm going to have to get off the phone. The wind is crazy and I just slid down the side of the mountain. So, look at that. Those pretty, aren't they pretty, the colors? It's very beautiful. But the noise on the phone I know is really windy. So, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.